Okay, so good morning everyone. This is a semi-detailed lesson plan in English. So we have the PLOPs or the present level of performance where Kazel, an 8-year-old girl who is sent for specialized program or one-on-one teaching education. So she has an ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, in which she has a difficulty to sit still and self-control. So her condition challenges her academic performance due to her inappropriate behavior and being hyper that may result to poor academic achievement and establishing social relationships. So, on one-on-one teaching is advised. Proper behavior, modifications, and excellent teaching strategy must be well observed. So, for our learning objectives, we have at the end of the period, the student should be able to define verb through interactive discussion, then recognize verb through reflective walk, and lastly, demonstrate verb through gallery walk or stationary activities. So for the subject matter, we have letter A, the topic, we have recognizing verbs. Then the concept is verb is an action word. Then the value or the skills that the students may acquire is understanding and appreciation. So the reference is EN1G-4A-3-E. Then for our learning materials, we have cut out pictures, marker, and illustration board. Then the next one is the classroom procedure. So we have the classroom routine, the prayer, the greetings, and the checking of attendance. So the student who has ADHD must be well guided by the teacher. Then so the next part is the review. So the students will recall their previous topic. So the teacher will make her student define what is. So their previous topic is about nouns. So the teacher will make her students define what is noun and make her students give example of noun. Then the next part is the motivation. So here in motivation, the teacher will the students will play a game. So it is a guessing game entitled Guess a Word. So the teacher will provide 4 different illustrations and the students will guess what is the hidden word out of that illustrations. So the next one is the lesson proper. So here in lesson proper, the teacher will discuss their topic, which is verb, and give examples of verb through making sentences and underlining the verbs in the sentence. Then allow interactive discussion between her student and the teacher. Then the next activity is the teacher will read a story about the ant and the grasshopper and make her students list all the verbs that has mentioned in the story. Then the next part is they will check their seat work if the students listed all the verbs in the story. Then the next part is stationary activity or it is a gallery walk. So the teacher will provide 4 stations. So each station there is a task. Then the student must or should achieve that task so that he or she can proceed to the next station. So the student who will achieve the task quickly will receive an additional point and a reward. Then the next part is the evaluation or the seat work. So the teacher will provide a 5-item seat work. It is to evaluate if the students has a knowledge about or have learned their topic, the topic that they have discussed. Then the next part is the assignment. So the assignment, so in their home, the students will record themselves doing things that best describes the verb as an example of an action word. So they will give not less than 5 action words. Like for example, they are washing the dishes or they are sweeping. So that was an example of an action word. As for the accommodation for the students who have ADHD condition, so the teacher should consider and understand the student's condition having ADHD. So the student may be hyper focused on things that attract them and may require additional help to change their attention. The next one is, as a teacher, in giving ADHD kids activities or assignments, you have to make sure that instructions are clear, or you have to repeat the instructions so that they can catch it. Then, and check if the students to see if they understand what they need to do. The next one is the teacher should provide learning environment that will limit their distraction, because ADHD students are easily distracted. Also, give the students time to rest and extra time when giving them quizzes or any activities. Then the next one is always give them a positive reinforcement or feedback. And lastly, the teacher should also help them in staying organized in the classroom.